Good Thursday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here. As we start you off on this Thursday, we're starting off pretty quiet out there with mainly clear skies, winds that aren't terribly strong, and they're not going to get too strong today. As high pressure scoots through later today, those winds will actually die down later during the afternoon hours. Those winds will turn more southerly late today and into tonight. Skies will remain clear. Another somewhat chilly night is ahead of us. Nothing unusual for this time of the year, though. As we get into tomorrow, the one thing you'll notice here is the winds are going to increase as we head into your day on Friday. Wind speeds up there in that 15 to 20 plus mile per hour range. Gusts could approach 30 miles per hour. That's going to enhance that fire danger out there. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a little bit. Heading into tomorrow night, the winds will stay strong, and the clouds are going to increase from the southeast as moisture moves in here. So with higher dew points, more moisture, a little more wind out there. Temperature's going to be a little bit warmer for Friday night into Saturday morning. Saturday, another warm one on the way as we see a mix of clouds and sun, maybe leaning towards a little more sun in the afternoon. And winds are going to be quite elevated here. Let's take you towards the earlier afternoon when the winds are at their strongest. Again, those south and southeast winds, they will be quite gusty. We could see gusts exceed 40 miles per hour across central and eastern Nebraska, not quite as strong in the western part of the state. So before we get too far along here with temperatures, I do want to show you that fire weather watch that we have in place for today here. In fact, I'm going to throw that on into our graphics here. Fire weather watch that's in place tomorrow afternoon across parts of central to southwest Nebraska. Kearney officially included, while Grand Island and Hastings are not, but again, this is especially for areas though just north and west of the Tri-Cities where the relative humidity levels will be a little lower than most other locations. But again, you get an idea that that fire danger is going to be on the elevated threat level as we get into tomorrow afternoon. Well, on to the almanac for today. Now, we've seen record highs the last 2 days now in the Tri-Cities. I don't think we'll see a third day today as we'll have highs in the upper 70s. Those records, they're up there today, low to mid 80s. Hastings, certainly, I think that's going to be a tough one to reach. Grand Island, Kearney, if we end up exceeding expectations once again, maybe. But that would be pushing it. That record going back 75 years ago to 1945, that might be a little tough to reach later on today. And just for comparison's sake, average high today is 55 degrees, so we're a good 20 plus degrees above that for highs later on today. Lows this morning well above average as well. On to the actual highs around the rest of the area today. We're talking mid to upper 70s, perhaps near 80 up there in Valentine, so we're going to be way above average again for today. Back down into the 40s and perhaps some upper 30s for overnight lows tonight. So a little chill in the air, but again, compared to typical lows this time of the year, we're doing pretty good. Tomorrow, mid to upper 70s once again, and maybe a few low 80s out there to the west. So another nice warm afternoon, but again, a little breezier in the afternoon hours. Like I said, a warmer night for Friday night with the stronger winds, the extra clouds, the extra moisture moving in. A lot of us staying in the low to mid 50s for overnight lows, a few spots dropping back into the 40s, especially out west in the drier air out there and where the skies maybe not as cloudy in those locations. Saturday, more warmth on the way, but keep in mind it is going to be rather windy on your Saturday. We're looking at highs well into the 70s once again. Maybe not quite as warm to our east, but still looking good for that game day forecast between the Huskers and the Wildcats in Evanston, Illinois, on the shores of Lake Michigan. Of course, I know fans can't go, but some have interest just to see how the weather might play out for the game in Illinois. Well, looks pretty good for the most part. Maybe a little breezy, but not as windy as us. And you know what? 60s this time of the year for a football game, that's pretty good. And I think they'll enjoy some nice weather out there. Hopefully we can get a Husker win as well. On to the rest of the forecast. We've talked about these 3 days already as it becomes windier heading into the weekend. It's going to be another very windy day on Sunday as well, just as windy. In fact, gusts Saturday and Sunday could exceed 40 miles per hour. Cold front starts to make its way into the area Sunday night into Monday, and that's going to bring us a slight chance of rain and thunderstorms Sunday night into Monday. I think your chances are better to the east of the Tri-Cities, but a slight chance for the Tri-Cities. Still a little breezy on Monday behind that front, and temperatures topping out in the 50s may actually drop off in the afternoon, and as that colder air comes in, and we'll get a secondary system that comes in, especially across southern Nebraska and northern Kansas. That'll bring us a chance of moisture late Monday night into Tuesday, mainly Tuesday morning. A few models linger it into the afternoon, but I think the best chance will be earlier in the day. With the colder air in place, though, we could see more of a mix of precipitation of rain, snow, and watch for the threat of some freezing rain as well. That's something else we'll have to keep a close eye on as we get into next week. This does not like a significant weather system. That said, when it comes to wintry weather, sometimes it doesn't have to be significant to cause problems, especially when you're talking about ice. So it's certainly something we'll keep a close eye on as we get into early next week. The good news is by Veterans Day, we'll start to rebound a little bit and see those temperatures back to the lower 50s. And in fact, Tuesday is the one cool day of next week, or the chillier day, I should say. Those other days are actually all pretty close to average for this time of the year. So not quite the nice weather we've been seeing recently, and that we'll see the next 4 days, but still, you can't really complain about most of next week too much, as it does not look nearly as bad as I previously thought it would, though. That said, I don't think, like I said, I don't think we're paying for this nice weather down the road, at least next week here. We'll see what happens beyond that, but that 10-day forecast puts us all the way out to the 14th of November already. Hard to believe how quickly today we're only 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Just hard to believe that we're pushing through November as quickly as we are. All right, well, thank you all for watching today on this Thursday morning. Our drought monitor, our new one, will be coming out here actually within about 18 minutes or so of the time I'm recording this here. So this is the drought monitor that was issued a week ago, so we'll get an update on this. I'll post it to social media if there's any major changes with the drought monitor, of course, with the dry weather continuing. Not great news. We certainly do need the moisture. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again on Friday morning. Until then, take care. Enjoy your Thursday, and God bless. Bye.